Hey YouTube, Multi-Apples here bringing another video, and today we'll be live streaming some Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Let's go and get started. I just had my last ever cinema techniques class today. Hoping I'll pass that class. Hope to, official, I'm sure I will. I only have one more class of my four classes I'm taking this semester. I only have one more left, and that's for studio production, and that is on consultation day on Monday. So, let's go ahead and actually, so that should be about 10, from like 10 to 12, but, on Monday, I think it's from 10 a.m. to 12. Because today we went for about an hour and a half in cinema techniques. I'm gonna go ahead and show Sangan. Or if I had Soldier Revealing Light, I'd play that first, and then play Sangan, and then Morphing Jar. But we don't have the Soldier Revealing Light in our hand. Let's go ahead and get a card we definitely won't need, which will be, I say Bean Warrior, but we're going to. And that, let's go ahead. Thank goodness we didn't get any of the Exodia cards. We will allow him to destroy the Morphing Jar. You know, if I could, I would have gone Blue Eyes White Dragon, so that way when we get a Monster Reborn, we would have. I mean, I'm glad we didn't get Zodiac card right there. So that way when we get Morphing Jar, so that way when we get more Monster Reborn, we can summon it from the graveyard. But we didn't get it. So. Yeah, with that being said, we're still going to be completing some more duels. And we have a Mirror Force, so we can use that this next turn. Oh, Pod agreed. I don't need him. I'm going to get rid of Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, when I just one moment. Alright. When we actually use that to when we use the Magic Gem, we'll discard Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Of course, depending on how many Sangans I have now, I can actually withdraw or draw the any of the Exodia cards. Go ahead and summon Alligator Sword. I'm glad we have the Kree on our deck because I just realized that had 1800. Okay. My bad, y'all. Okay, Cyrus, Truesdale, feel free to play a magic card. Sorry, I'm a little slow today. Let's go ahead and summon two more cards. We can use the black hole. Look at that, we got a monster reborn. Go and get Sangan and put it in defensive mode. And then we can have Mystic Elf for 800. Yeah, only reason I use the Sangan, only reason I'm I will use the, sorry for the lag earlier, I just realized there's lag. Only reason I'm using Dark Hole now is to destroy cards, so that way I can get 2 more cards. Or I can get another card in my deck, I should say. Or 2 more cards, I should say. Let's go ahead and use Graceful Charity. This. And this is the graveyard. Go ahead and destroy everything on the field now. Go ahead and get the 3rd piece of the Zodiac. I want to start attacking him, by the way. But right now we're just going to use Big Eye, and then we're going to go and set down Soldier Revealing Light. Discard hand will use, we'll discard that. I should have used the Fissure, maybe. I will when I can. How about that? Shoot, I was hoping that card would be face up. Oh well. Can't get everything you want in life. But what you can do is at least work hard, and that's what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel. Go ahead and put negate attack there. Rescue Roid. Other attacks. Let me see. 1600, but okay, sweet. Let's go and use up our first fissure. Let's go ahead and use up our second fissure now. Go ahead and play Soldier Revealing Light. And let's go ahead and put down our second magic gem or so. I may not use the magic jammer this turn. But what I'll do is I probably should have kept the beautiful headhuntress in my hand just in case. Wow, the Cyrus Truesdale really loves all types of transportation, huh? Mainly vehicles. Yeah, we're gonna leave Blue Eyes White Dragon there. And after his next turn, Cyrus will be able to destroy us. So we're gonna leave. We're actually gonna leave the Great Angus in our deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that way, Blue Eyes White Dragon can come on for Big Eye and for Beautiful Head Huntress. It's a shame Supply Squad doesn't work when you sacrifice cards. Oh, we suffered the attack there, but you know what? You learn something new every day. See, everyone to drop in and say hi or something when I'm live streaming, even if you can't watch or don't want to watch. You're more than welcome. Let's go ahead and use Monster Reborn, so that way we can get another Sangan again, and put Sangan. I think we've used up all of our Monster Reborns now. Yes, we have. Ironically, I've not used Pot of Greed yet because I haven't drawn that card. On the bright side right there. Alright, let's go ahead and get this, the left leg, right leg, or whatever leg of Zodia. So that way we need only the arm. I will start trying to attack him more often now. No! Gonna destroy this. Let's put in Bistro Butcher. So thankfully we get to destroy that. Let's have Bistro Butcher attack his face down card, which ironically won't deal any damage to either of us. Oh, it shouldn't really deal any damage to him, but yeah, just to avoid the effects of that, we're gonna sacrifice an Incan Dog. Alright, we're gonna put Manic Bug there, and then we should attack him with all three cards and hopefully win the game. Which we did. We didn't even have to draw any of the Exodia pieces. Oh, we were supposed to play against his brother, I'm guessing. We lost there. Put Powerade with me so I can drink that throughout the stream. Looks like we won't be using Morphing Jar. Mainly because we have two of the Exodia pieces, and I've mentioned a couple of in a couple previous videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. You can win with all 5 pieces of the Forbidden One, which is Exodia. So we are going to actually keep that. Keep those 2 cards, 2 of the 5 cards. There are 5 cards of the Exodia pieces, so I actually put the Great Angus down face up. So that way, if anything happens, unless it's actually, that way if he does have something to destroy us with, which he didn't, we will lose that instead of Buster Blader. I like Buster Blader. Remember any of its effects? Oh. Hey, at least we get Bean Warrior out of the way. I like Bean Warrior, but it doesn't have, unless you're playing some of the early matches in the first season, it really isn't a good card to have. I mainly have it for filler, so that way I can actually just get it destroyed, so or sacrifice it, so that way I can get out of the way if I need to. That makes any sense. Alright, with the 4,600, if we directly attack him. That would deal a lot of damage if we directly attack him. Got Souls of Revealing Light again. That's smart of him, though, to put that dragon card, because it reduced Buster Blader's attack. Now, on the other hand, it's not. So, Buster Blader essentially gains 500 attack points. If he's Dragon-type monster, your opponent draws or, let's see. Oh, shoot, he reduced attack. Controls or is in their graveyard. That's smart, though. He reduced this back to 3,100 now. If only we had Needleworm. Or one of the first cards, instead of the Zodiac cards, one of the first cards we had drawn was, Morphing Jar. So we can send 5 of his cards to the graveyard. We're not gonna... Diana destroyed his twin-headed behemoth. Another one. This is interesting. We got Potter Green now. We didn't use that last game because we didn't have it. I think we had sent... Yeah, we definitely sent Beaver Warrior to the graveyard last game. May actually have to this time, depending on what happens. If this is not good for us. I may actually have to play Beaver card and Dark Hole before that. That being said, let's see what happens. Okay, he didn't attack Buster Blader. That's good. Don't. But on the bright side with Zane Truesdale, you can actually what we can actually do now is the way he keeps playing, we'll eventually get the win by destroying all his life points. Monster Reborn. Do I want to use Monster Reborn? Well, it depends on what we have in the deck. The graveyard, I should say. Nope. Why didn't I destroy his card? We can use Monster you want to get Slot Machine, though. And possibly Buster Blader. Definitely going to play Axe Raider. Not sure if I'm going to get Slot Machine. Because I don't know if any of his face-down trap or spell cards are actually going to be able to destroy mine. Let's go ahead and use Mirror Force. So the red side, we show that. Let's go ahead and sacrifice Buster Blader so that way we can actually summon it. In addition to, or get it from the graveyard. Because we use it to summon, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Actually, if I had another monster reborn, say instead of Armored Zombie, what I could have done is that I could have actually waited till not discard. I could actually use the Dark Hole to destroy Buster Blader. Yeah. What I could have done is I could have actually waited till I discard Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then use Dark Hole to destroy all the cards on the field, and then I could actually um, um, use both Monster Reborns to get Blue Eyes White Dragon and Buster Blader to the graveyard. So why that doesn't make any sense to put this in attack mode unless it's automatically special summoned to attack mode. That was beyond me. That's smart to change it to defensive mode. Oh, you know the funny thing is, we're now at the point where I really likes dragons now. Where if Zane Truesdale had the full amount of life points you have to begin the game, we could have just gone into direct attack with um, Buster Blader, and we would automatically win the game because his attack is over 8,000 now. We don't need it right now. I'm gonna get all of his face-up cards sent to the graveyard. Just send Armored Zombie to the graveyard now. We don't need it. I mean, if we weren't so close to winning via either life points or him running out of cards, we would actually. I would actually at least keep it as long as I can for Supply Squad. So that way we can just summon it and face down and just have it draw another card. Okay. Those three cards, I wonder what they'll turn into. Cyber Dark Dragon. Why would he summon them face up? That makes no sense. But for my opponent. But you know what? I can't complain. We won. That's fine by me. A win's a win, no matter how you get it. And in video games, I don't cheat. So I don't cheat in any game anymore. Anymore. I got some Powerade mixed berry with me. Look at something really quick. Alright. You can discard, definitely discard, Beaver Warrior in that. Orange Jam, I'm discarding, Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Depending on when we draw the Monster Reborn, I can actually, get that on my graveyard and have it play it for defensive purposes. Sartorius Kumar. What I found weird is that, the average opponent in the campaign has 40 cards, but we're allowed to have up to 60. Like seriously, you think that the more cards you have in your deck, the less chance you'd be likely to use, like 60 is the maximum, so the more cards you have in your deck, the less likely you are to lose a game by drawing so many cards. Like, what I usually do is, because I have 60 cards and everyone else really only has, 40, is that, yeah, I use Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity, which will draw, and Morphin Jar, which will essentially draw cards from my deck. But at least with Morphing Jar and Needleworm, it'll draw cards, from my opponent's deck and to the graveyard or hand, depending on the card. So that, and Sangan, when I destroy that, I'll draw a card from my deck. It gives them even less cards to make up for the card difference when I draw, if that makes any sense. A 3,400 attack has been dealt this turn. We will win next turn with Great Angus if he doesn't play a face down card. Or summon a card that has a higher attack, which he did, so that sucks to be us. And we might as well just end the turn. I should have probably put that in defense, but it wouldn't have switched it to defense, but you know what? It wouldn't have mattered. That's the one downside, but having having the Exodia pieces, as well as many trap and spell cards we have in our deck, is you may not draw the card you want when you need it the most. That is the downside for having so many cards in your deck. Like I can't put these two down if I want to summon Exodia. I can't put these two on the field, and I can't. The only way to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon is to have two cards. Sacrifice two cards that are on the field. This is my only chance not to get damage. So that means I'll have to make Jaden. I can't win via Exodia, but I'll have to. I can win by either attacking him and making him lose the rest of his life points, or by having him draw the last 15 cards. So it looks like he's doing that all by himself. we're putting Typhon down for defense. Anyway, what we're gonna try and do for the rest of the stream is at least get through the GX campaign. That's what I'm gonna aim to do. Of course, if something comes up and I'm unable to, I'll let y'all know. Thank goodness for Axe Raider. So a direct attack from Axe Raider will be a victory for us. We should be close to defeating him. I'll probably put, unless I get a really good card, really good monster to summon, I'll probably put the Exodia, the left leg of the Forbidden One, down for defense. Let's see. That was smart by him to show both these cards. Where is Soldier Revealing Light when you need it? Oh yeah, we can summon Mechanical Chaser, and if he attacks us directly, which that either one of these cards could have been Mirror Force, but you never know. Well, it doesn't matter if he attacks us directly or not. If he attacks us, we're gonna use Mirror Force. There's Swords of Revealing Light. Let's go ahead and use Mechanical Chaser to attack him. Which, if he had Mirror Force, he should have used it that way. Oh, I'm stretching. It feels good. It feels good to be able to stream now. I thoroughly enjoy streaming. We'll be first to go this time. We're going for over half an hour, which is good. Alright. I don't like using Morphing Jar. I like using Morphing Jar to summon or to draw cards, but I hate it when I already have an Exodia piece because it'll send my entire hand to the deck. Alright. Let's take 3,000 damage so that way we can move on. Let's go ahead and use Fissure to destroy one of his cards. Oh, come on, that is messed up that we didn't get any attack on him. In that case, I should at least use Beaver Warrior. That was messed up, y'all. It really is. You would use a spell card to destroy my Magic Jammer. If I had a Sengen, I would wait to use that if it was on the field or in my hand. Since I don't, if I had any other good card. Oh, that sucks. I could use a Raigeki. Or not a dark hole. Either way, I could use it. At least use Beaver Warrior to attack. Which I'm surprised he didn't use that spell or trap card. Yeah, it could be worse. How many Ojama things does he have in his deck? That's what I want to know. And does he know, like, maybe he can win with other cards? And, although the main reason I'm using been using a relatively the same deck this entire time, is because it's the deck I feel most comfortable using. And these are cards I actually like to use. You know what I mean? And, in addition to them being for strategic purposes. So if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, what cards do you have in your deck, and why do you have them in your deck? For me, even the ones in the trunk serve a purpose. They're the ones, there may be cards I want, but I want to put in my deck, in addition to the ones I already have. Um, but I can't put them in without taking any of my other cards. And then the other cards I don't know how to use, or don't feel comfortable learning when I'm doing the reversal campaigns, so... And if I were just take one card out of my deck and put them in, I wouldn't have a way to summon them. Or use them. It wouldn't make any logistical sense. Next turn we'll use Dark Hole. Maybe. I really should... It's a good thing I did that, but I should have done that after. No, it wouldn't have made any difference, because I wouldn't be able to attack after the battle phase. So it's a good thing I used it before the battle phase, not after. So we have Buster Blader in the graveyard. I wonder why he doesn't have anything besides the Ojama's other monsters. You think that he would get some other monsters, different monsters to summon, so that way he could actually, other than the Ojama, whatever, so that way he could actually do some damage just in case he doesn't summon the cards in case he I can't play a card. I want to? No. While he's waiting for Ojama. That makes any sense. It probably doesn't. But sorry about that. We are so gonna lose this card. You know what? We got those out of the way, so that way he can destroy this card, if he can, then directly attack us. Well, we've lost now. We've lost. No, never mind. Put in defense. And there's no... He can't attack us. So that's good. If we have to use a magic gem, or we can actually use we can discard Morphing Jar. Now, if he gets below 5 cards and we have a space opening, we'll actually do um um is put Morphing Jar down, and then the next turn we'll actually flip it over so that way you'll run out of cards to use. Probably should have attacked him. I may regret that decision, but I didn't want him to summon a card from his extra deck. This should be his last turn with the Swords of Revealing Light. No, never mind, it's his second turn. Scratch that. You really... Let's see if that's all he had when he discarded our Ojamas. It feels like I'm saying Obama, as in Barack Obama. But, I don't know. Sorry if that was offensive. And, yeah, we are unable to now use either Swords of Revealing Light. I'm not sure. Oh, it doesn't matter now. I just realized we had won. Oh, shoot, we have a lot of points to spend. Let's go ahead and spend them. That's okay with y'all. Of course, if this bores you and you're not watching this live, you can actually skip ahead to the next part. But if you're watching this live, you're gonna have to bear with me. Do apologize. Yeah. 263 out of 265. I wonder when we get the final 2 cards. Like when it says 265 out of 265. That'll be interesting. And I wonder what the 738 out of 795 means. Yeah. If anyone knows what both numbers mean, let me know. I think that the top number means the amount of times you can actually... I could be wrong about this. Is the number of cards you can get from that person, whereas the bottom number maybe the total number of different cards you can get. Well, the top one means the total number of new cards you can get from that person. Like, for example, if I got Hane from somewhere else, it wouldn't count the top number of Solomon Muto, or Grandpa, as he's known in the original series, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. I actually don't remember if he's called Grandpa by anyone other than Yugi. If he even is called Grandpa by Yugi. In the original series. Because I haven't seen that in about a couple of years. So I don't remember the last time I saw an episode. But I do watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, and practically everybody, well, especially Yugi's friends, call him, even Yugi, well, why wouldn't he? But Yugi and his friends in the Abridged series call him Grandpa. Even though Evil Bakura called him Grandpa one time in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. There are some offensive jokes, but, you know, severe discretion is advised, but that's not the reason why I like it. I do like the more tame jokes, and I do find it funny, actually, to be honest. Same with, it's made by, Little Karibo. I will link his channel if anybody wants to watch it. He doesn't upload as much as he used to. So bear with me while I'm gonna probably miss a message right now. I go and try and link him, or at least get his link. Yeah. If I miss your message, I do apologize. Bear with me. I will see it in the stream in just a second. If you're watching this, I do hope you're enjoying the video, whether you're watching it live or not. I'm hoping you're having a good day. I'm hoping you're having... I hope you're enjoying the good day. I hope you're enjoying the video and your day, and I hope you're having a good day. Let's go ahead and link Little Karibo. So, fair warning, he does have some offensive jokes that will... Yeah. Let me rephrase that. Fair warning, some of his jokes can be quite offensive, so viewer discretion is advised. But I don't think unlike maybe some other people, I don't think Little Karibo does it with any malice. I don't think he does it with hate in his heart, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's just a tease. Or just to make you laugh, if that makes any sense. Because there are some people that will tell offensive jokes just to get you upset. Which isn't understandable. So far, so good. We're just buying a ton of cards from Grandpa Muto. It was weird saying grandpa or grandfather, because I never met either of my grandfathers. They passed away before I could meet them, sadly. Rest in peace to them. And I didn't meet both my grandmothers, though. One passed away several years ago. Rest in peace to her as well. So I only have one living grandparent, and which I'm glad that she's still living. She's actually visiting me and the rest of my family right now. The rest of my immediate family. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into too much into my personal life and my family without their permission. Oh gosh, I had to move over a little. We have about a 6-second delay between when I say and do something and when you'll actually see this, if you're watching this live. Although, in terms of when I say and do things and you're watching this, when it's not live, it will be even longer. It's fine by me. if you made it this far into the video or stream, thank you very much. I actually have one thing I like about YouTube streaming is that you can see the number of people watching your stream if you have it on the right tab. And right now it's 1 because I have my own little tab open for the stream to watch, so I can actually read chat. And if anyone ever does come in and wants to talk to me, you're more than welcome to. I encourage you to. If you wanna come and chat with me about anything, feel free. If the subject is taboo or maybe offensive to some people, I'll let you know and we won't talk about it. If you just want to watch and not say anything, you're more than welcome to. You are more than welcome to. Seriously, we have all of these cards before? Oh, go ahead and take your drink. I think since I started back streaming, I haven't had anyone, since I started streaming, I know I quit doing the Just Talking podcast, but since I started back streaming, I think it was either 4th or 5th. Remember, one time in one of my recent streams past today, I incorrectly said it was 2 days ago that I started streaming when it was actually the day before. I don't really remember which stream that was. But anyway, 2 or 3 days ago I started live streaming, and I haven't had a visitor yet. Well, a visitor that chatted with me. There were a couple lurkers, a couple people who would just come in and lurk. Which you're more than welcome to. And another thing I like about YouTube is that there is always a live chat replay from now on. Unless something happens, which for some reason for one of my streams there wasn't. But oh well. But even though I commented, in live chat replay, you'll always see it as long as somebody comments in chat, even if that's just you. I like having the live chat replay on my stream, so that way people can come in and see what's been said. And if you ever wanna, I don't. How should I say this? I don't mind you advertising your channel or your social media, as long as it doesn't contain anything offensive. If you don't know what that is, if you're wondering what's offensive, just ask. I mean, there are common things like hate speech that are offensive. No hate speech whatsoever. No hate speech. And don't advocate for any harm towards anyone. Any form of harm towards yourself or anyone. I should say that as well. Those two things are never allowed. No discrimination, racism, sexism, whatever. None of that. Those are never allowed. Anyway. Need anything else? Any more questions? Just let me know. Yeah, we're going nowhere with getting that final 265th card from Solomon Moto. So we're gonna go ahead and speed up these things. Okay, Kim Possible is trending. I've known for a while that there was gonna be a live action, and that's why it's trending. I saw this on my backup account, which I'm not gonna link because it's my personal name, and I don't want to give out my first and last name. But either way, the reason Kim Possible is trending on Twitter, which I just checked, is because of the fact that Disney released a live-action trailer, or just a trailer for the live-action movie they're doing. So, the trailer for the new Kim Possible movie has come out. Make sure you go and check it out. I'm not gonna go into the video and actually link it, just because it may contain it's probably gonna contain copyright sounds that I don't want to be heard on my stream. Alright, we're about 56 minutes into the stream. Why I keep track of time, I have no idea. The sooner we can get buy these cards, the better. Go and see if we can get to 150 cards here. Bought from him. 149, dang it. There's another 100. If we had reached 150, I would have bought from Grandpa Moto again. Mutsu. However you pronounce his name. I think it's always been pronounced Yugi Moto. Yeah. I remember seeing Penguin Soldier, I think is the name of it, that we got. Let's go and remind myself what it does. I used to have that card, but I don't anymore. Okay, we're going to put in Armored Zombie and Typhoon, so that we can actually put in at least one Battle Ox. I like Battle Ox. I may put Penguin Soldier, I'm not sure yet. Alright, hopefully we can get to Penguin Soldier soon. We probably will. Sometime today, hopefully. Be sad if we didn't, but it's 4:32 and we're already in the M's. So we will. We could put another Sangan if we have it. You can target 2 monsters on the field, return them to the target's hand. I'll go, that'll be a hard no. We'll put Pot of Greed into our deck as well, so we can draw some extra cards. We are really 77.1% through the campaign. Oh, we've completed Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 and the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Campaign, so that may be why it's so high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 duels left for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I think we can win these 9. I definitely think we can do 9 duels. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the few anime I watched as a kid and I thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know if you'd count Digimon as an anime. If you do, then I've seen a couple episodes of that. I've watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I've seen Pokemon all the way through Gen 3, as far as I know about Pokemon, as far as I've watched. After that, I haven't watched any Pokemon. The movies keep in mind this was in the early to mid 2000s. So in my opinion, that was some great Pokemon. We're over an hour. We are over an hour in. Oh, this guy would wipe us out in 3 turns. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually destroy him, which we did, thankfully. What I probably should have done... what I probably should do is if he doesn't attack Sangan, what I'll do is play the Dark Hole. Ew, thankfully he doesn't have... Thankfully we didn't get an Exodia. I mean, so let's go and get Morphing Jar. And we can put Dark Hole face down. We can always get these 3 monsters. I messed that up. I didn't have to restart, but you know what I did? But I messed up. I put that as face up. I was so stupid. I just wasted... that was so stupid. I wasted a really good opportune time to play that. We'll be first to go again. That was a stupid move. You could just show those cards, or discard all the cards to the hand. We still can now. Thankfully, I was lucky enough to just get Morphing Jar. Yeah, but we got lucky this time, but I'm still kicking myself for the same. I'm still kicking myself for the stupid mistake I did. Well, let's go ahead and just activate Magic Jammer so that way we can put Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard. You know what? We're probably gonna get attacked and take damage for this, but that's fine. Hey, we got Supply Squad, and Rageki. I feel like I'm pronouncing the name of this card wrong. So with Supply Squad, what it does essentially is it draws a card. The first time your monster is destroyed, a monster is destroyed that turn. It's only once per turn you can draw a card when the monster is destroyed. So say for example he summons he put those 2 cards in attack mode. The first time he destroys a monster, bam, we get an extra Supply Squad will draw a card. The second time he destroys a monster on that turn, we won't get another card. That's same for any turn. If more than 1 monster destroyed, you only get 1 card the first time a monster is destroyed. If I'm explaining this properly, I really hope I am. If not, then I do apologize. Go ahead and attack directly. We're going Jade and Yuki down to 5,500. Yeah, the only reason I'm getting more than 1 monster here is because Sangan was destroyed, and every time Sangan is destroyed, you'll always get to choose an attack. I think it's a monster with attack that's under 1,500 attack points. Like several hundred, so. I like Supply Squad because we get to get cards drawn, which means the more cards we draw, the more chances, the more chances we'll get one of the Forbidden One cards. And we got Exodia, the Forbidden One. So we lost 1,500 there, but that's fine by me. Because we get to draw a card. Going to put Beaver Warrior down. Nope, we're putting Big Eye. I like Big Eye because we get to see the the top 5 cards on our deck. The next 5 cards that'll be summoned. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 3, 4. Oh, 3. That's 4, 5. So get Rebecca and Graceful Charity. And we'll get, well, I'll say Regeki, then now we'll get Graceful Charity, and then we'll get a lot more cards. Ironically, all five of the cards have now been summoned in 2 turns. Well, it take 5 turns to get all these cards, took 2. Although I'm not complaining. Mechanical Chaser, do your thing. Oh, wow. You know what? That is okay, because you know why that's okay? Rageki. Thank you, Rageki. So we were screwed out of doing any damage there, but that's okay. When did he gain 1,300 attack points? Wasn't he at 5,500? Or is that just me? Either way, at least now he is below 5,500. Can you imagine if I had summoned Morphine Jar face up? I would have lost the same. I would did the same stupid mistake twice in a row. Why did I hold up 3 fingers? I meant to hold up 2. And we got our second Exodia card. Normally I would change this defense, but hey, he can attack us because we have mirror force. We'll destroy that card again. Not that I'm complaining this time. Needleworm face down. He'll draw the top 5 cards on his deck. First 5 cards. Or top 5, as in because they're actually on the top of the deck. We'll get sent to the graveyard once this has been flipped over, regardless if I flip it over or he flips it over. And I just so happen to flip it over this time. Sucks that we had the Graceful Charity go straight to the graveyard. That was if he had drawn that and he used it, we would have won the game. Which we're about to, actually, if you think about it. All we have to do, regardless of how much damage we take here, as long as we don't reach 0. Oh, shoot. Shoot. If he didn't do that, we would have actually won the game. So if he's smart, he would actually destroy that. Yeah. Dang it. We would have won the game. I can't believe that we would have won the game had he not done that. All he had to do was end. All he would have done is end his turn, and then we could have immediately drew a card, end our turn, and we would have won. Man, talk about an unlikely victory. And a come from behind victory. I was so sure we were gonna win. But I was wrong. Man, that makes me wonder if I hadn't placed the Morphin Jar face up that first game, would we still have won? Or even if I had continued. Once again, wow. Still, either way we can do, Mirror Force. I really want to get a Morphine Jar, then a Supply Squad. Oh yeah, to attack. And then a Sangan. Although we got the Sangan first, so as long as we don't draw, um, the Morphing Jar, I don't know, as long as we can actually get Morphing Jar now. But as long as we don't draw, uh, one of the Exodia, cards, we can actually use Morphing Jar and not worry about losing any important cards. Which we didn't, thankfully. Let's go and set this face down. And when we get attacked, we can actually go ahead and, I don't know, use it, I guess. Let's go ahead and get the Sangan this time. Let's, flip over Morphing Jar. Then those cards to the graveyard, and boom. Well, we got an Exodia piece. Lincoln Dog, as much as I say we're gonna send, Manny Bug to the grave. Go ahead and get the leg. This leg. Which I'm guessing this would be the left side. This would be on the Exodia side, if that makes any sense. Not sure if it does. Took me a while, because from our point of view, this is the right side. But I think it may say left there. We'll see. Yes, I do know I sacrifice Slot Machine, because if I get my second Monster Reborn that's in my deck, I will actually which is this? This is 800. Probably increased, but you know what? No, it hasn't. It didn't because of the Neo Space card. Neo Speed, whatever Neo Space, whatever card it is. It's a good thing we didn't even have Big Eye there. Oh sweet, we got Red Medicine, which gives us, if you don't know by now, 500 life points. Hopefully he'll attack us. Dang it, it's like, how does he get so many dang points? Yeah, well, from this card we'll read it. Let's pretend you can gain 500 life points for each card of your opponent's hand. Wow, what's this card called? This is called Neo Speaking Air Hummingbird. Learn something new every day. If I were to discard a card in my hand, it'd probably be Pumpkin the King of Ghosts and then Blue Eyes by Dragon. Go ahead and use Fissure. Now we'll flip summon this and then summon Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. So I want him to attack us. I do want to start attacking his cards more, but I flipped this up just to see the next 5 cards I would draw. Alright, that's good, I think. I'm not really sure. Go ahead and attack one with the highest defense. Neospeace and Aqua Dolphin. Remember back in high school, I had a former friend who would say that he was, as a joke, that he was terrified of dolphins that would bring New World Order. It was just a joke, by the way. Sorry if that was offensive. I don't think it was. It was just an innocent joke. Okay, what do you do right there with that card? Either way, we must destroy it. You know what? I want to keep. I was gonna summon this, but I want to keep the Bistro Butcher. Is in the because whenever we have a chance to directly attack with him, he'll force Jaden to win. Draw 200 or draw 2 more cards, not 200. Game won't even allow you to have 200 cards in your deck. On your playing deck at the same time. What is Fake Hero? Oh, for some reason you're allowed to fusion summon 2 cards and then put them back into your deck. So that was his last card last game, and he was able to attack us and destroy it. I'm so happy he actually didn't destroy any of the Exodia pieces. The next 2 cards are any of the Forbidden One pieces. Dang it, they aren't. We would have won. This dude's attack. This dude's attack is 3,000. We can hit that negate attack next turn. Or this turn. Or, next turn. Or this turn. I don't know yet. This turn. That's what I meant. Put that in your juice box and suck it. Sorry for being crude. Right there. Really sorry for being crude. Do we have Mystical Elf in our, graveyard? I feel like we do. We do not. That means we have not summoned Mystical Elf yet. Or we have not drawn Mystical Elf. That's the proper terminology. Because to summon is to play it on the field. Or to have it face up, I guess. It's a good thing I didn't, because I don't want to lose any of the Exodia pieces. The only downside is, you know, I probably should have put, waited a couple turns before I put Blue Eyes White Dragon. Go ahead and get Sangan this time. And whenever Sangan is destroyed, we can summon the 4th Exodia card. And once we draw the 4th Exodia card, then we can just get the 5th Exodia card. We'll only lose 100 points then. Could be worse. We could have lost points. Alright, let me adjust the way I'm sitting in my rocking chair. Alright, we can actually use up Sangan and send him to the graveyard by summoning Buster Blader. Let's go ahead and get... Shoot, had we waited a turn, we would have gone the 5th one. Oh, come on. Really, game? Oh, had we waited a turn to summon this, we would have won. Had I known that before this game, I would have before that I would have actually waited a turn to win the game. Now I'm not even so sure we'll win. I like this what this card does. This has a higher attack, so we're not going to play that just yet. What? Where's a pot of greed or graceful charity when you need it? Or another supply squad. Yeah, I like the way it attacks, like the little karate chop it does. It's kind of cute. Yes, I know it's not cute, but to me it is. A Skull Redbird on the field and Bistro Butcher. Unfortunately, we've lost Buster Blader. So we can't do as much damage as I'd wanted to him. Still kicking myself in the butt. I won't be. No, we can let him. I don't want to use up the Raigeki, even though we'll take damage here. The good thing is we haven't taken much damage, just maybe 1,800 total. Well, every card that isn't an Exodia card increases the final Exodia card increases the likelihood of getting that final one. There's not Dark Magician Girl, because we don't have either. We have those two cards in our trunk, but not our deck. I meant to say Mystical Elf. He's finally below 8,000 now. Jaden Yuki is finally below 8,000. You know what? Not his next turn, but the turn after. Let's test something out real quick, just to make sure this isn't Rare Force. Alright. Still keeping it down there, the Great White. So, his next turn will be an automatic win for us. So, we would have won. I'm not that messed up now, because we're still gonna win. Why did I just, why did I have to attack? Why didn't I just end my turn? I'm not that messed up, because we still won, but we would have would have saved us a pinch of headache, and we would have won a lot sooner. Had we not summoned Buster Blader, or had we summoned it earlier? Oh, we lost rock paper scissors. Either way, we're still first to go, so that's good. That is still good, y'all. It's all good in the hood. I know I say that a lot, but it is. Ah, shoot. I meant to destroy Great Angus, not that. You know what? It looks like we won't be able to use Morphing Jar now. Oh well. Unless we have to. We can't willingly use Morphing Jar. But the bright side is we already have 2 of the Exodia pieces. Oh, it's a good thing I couldn't play that. I'm meant to put Negate Attack. For some reason, when I was on Negate Attack to play it, I moved over to that Exodia piece. And it wasn't even my... I don't know why I thought to attack last game. We are going to save our Monster Reborn for a little bit. Until we have to. Either by Sangan, getting a Sangan out of the graveyard, or summoning a monster from a graveyard for defensive purposes, which could very well happen. You never know the way a duel would turn out. You never know about that. Alright, let's go ahead and use Soldier Revealing Light, so that way he won't attack us for 3 turns. And I can't believe we completed the campaign in order, all 5 campaigns in order. And then now we're doing the reverse, or the opposite of that. So really with Sangan, what I can do is next turn, I can destroy that with the Battle Steer, have get an Exodia card, and may wait a turn or 2 to get it destroyed again. Then have Sangan destroyed and get my final Exodia card. I use Exodia and the Forbidden One interchangeably because it's technically known as Exodia the Forbidden One. Let's go ahead and sacrifice Sangan. And we're going to use our Monster Reborn to get Sangan on the field again. You know, I probably should have at least, in case he does have Mirror Force down. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered, but probably should have, if he had Mirror Force down and I was able to destroy it, I probably should have had this face up. You can go ahead and attack us for having Sangan. Probably. Oh shoot, we might as well. You know what? Not gonna matter. We just need the final arm, and this is a quick victory. That was an easy victory right there. That was an easy victory. I was gonna say let's go ahead and go to the card shop but I almost said card shark, but I was like, you know what? Let's finish the remaining duels. We have like 7 left, and then we can go. Jim Crocodile Cook versus Tyranno Hassleberry, I guess. But yeah, I know I mentioned the Kim Possible live action trailer earlier. Make sure you go ahead and check that out as well. We're gonna put the dragon dwelling in the cave face down. I I love the little descriptions for each card, especially um the monsters that aren't special summon. I love those the best. Yeah, you know, as I don't want to give up a fissure. Hey, we won, or we not we won, but the game has just barely begun. Yeah, I'm not going to be activating my magic jammer soon. You know, I originally had Cyberjar. If you looked into some of my earlier videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. But I took that out because the difference between Morphing Jar and Cyber Jar is that Morphing Jar, when you draw the cards, they won't summon it to your deck. They won't summon it. That makes no sense. The way Yu-Gi-Oh works, they won't summon it to the field where Cyber Jar has. And the main reason why I use Morphing Jar is to get 5 new cards into my hand. Hopefully, some, not all of the 5 would be Zodia. We can't, with our cards, we can't attack, so we might as well just hold on to them for as long as we can. Now we can. Still not going to be able to use Magic Jam without sacrificing the Zodia card, at least for the next turn, so we're not going to worry about that. Although I kind of, in a weird way, like sending cards to my grave. To the graveyard. Don't ask me why. And we can now. I wouldn't advise it because we have the Mystical Elf. And I love the Mystical Elf and just for its defense because one thing I've learned from playing the old Game Boy Advance games, watching the TV show, and watching that, is that a card that has a defense of 2,000 is the highest card is the highest number of defense points you can put without special summoning it. Yes, I do want to. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose Mystic Elf, but I didn't want to use a polymerization. I wanted to use that. So I just wasted my Mystical Elf, my Mystic Elf. I just wasted that. That's smart though, if you think about it. That's smart by him, because that way he didn't. He meant I doubt the AI knew, but by having two waiting until the second polymerization, is uh that when he used the first one, he used my magic jammer. And he's like, you know what? I have a second one. Let's go ahead and use it. That's smart though by him. I'll give Jim Crocodile Cook that. Alright, we got supply spots so we can draw a card every turn. Yes, even though with that we'll run out. There's also the possibility of running out of cards. The bright side is our opponents will always have fewer cards in their deck than we do. There's our Battle Ox. First time using that since we put it back in our deck. Huh. It was a bad idea using that. Let's go ahead and attack. Are you serious? Oh, okay. Now I understand it. But I was wondering why it wouldn't get destroyed when I. That's good because we can now attack that card as many times as we want. Oh, I incorrectly said every turn because there are turns where we could actually, where he could attack us and a card won't be destroyed. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't make any difference because. Oh, there goes our Mirror Force. Dang it. That's smart. We're gonna lose some damage. Oh, dang. To me at first, I thought that looked like a woolly mammoth, but now looking at that, it doesn't. Shoot, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that is not what I wanted to happen. I was hoping it would have destroyed this card. Dang it. Oh, that's even worse. It looks like we're gonna lose now. Yeah, we're not gonna make it through this turn. Yeah, definitely. Ah, oh well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 more duels. User deck. Let's go ahead and start. Dang it, we lost that one. I'm glad we're still first to go. Although I kind of wish we weren't because I like to start drawing cards immediately. Let's put Mystical Elf down. It looked like we were winning. I thought I had ended the turn. Never mind. It looked like we were winning that last game, but we lost. I love how we can still manage to win, but we barely change our deck. Just to make sure our cards in attack fade in the attack position get destroyed. We're gonna use Bistro Butcher, which thankfully they didn't. Thankfully we didn't. I want to start streaming me playing Black Ops 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 more often. I guess mainly just because I know it's popular like Fortnite, so I want I've streamed Fortnite within the past 2 or 3 days. So I'm glad I did that. Oh, unfortunately for us, we won't be able to attack or the shot. I was gonna say, good thing we can use Buster later, but we can't because he has live and attack. Let's go ahead and use Monster Reborn just for defensive purposes here. So as much as I hate to say it, we really need to. Would rather save those for the Sangans, but for the Sangan we have in our deck. Okay, what's the point of using the Call of the Haunted? You wasted a perfectly good Call of the Haunted for when you needed it. Dang it. And we need a good hand to actually beat Jim Crocodile Cook. And we're gonna have to exit the game because we lose there. I mean, after that turn, we would. Why do I keep losing? I'm glad he's first to go this time. But that was messed up that we actually lost. Just because the amount of attack opponents for each card would have caused us to lose the game maybe 2 or 3 after 2 or 3 hits. Or 2 or 3 attacks. Go ahead and use Dark Hole. Supply Squad now. We're gonna save Manny Bug for when he has the golems on the field play. I mean, well, actually, I get why he used. It's pretty sad that now I get it. Because he didn't have any of those cards to put into there. That's why. That's understandable. Let's see, this is 1800 probably. Or no, that's not 1800. Never mind. Go ahead and just hit end phase now. Next turn, if the Sangan isn't destroyed, I'm going to use Dark Hole. This time I'm going to use the Sangan for a Morphing Jar. Unless we draw an Exodia card. I'm going to get a Pot of Greed. Probably not the wisest decision to do that. But he can attack us with the, use up the Morphing card. Shoot, I just realized that well, you know what? Unfortunately for us, it won't matter because I'm going to be using Morphing Jar next turn. But hopefully it won't be it won't draw an Exodia either way next turn. Ah, okay, he summoned that. Recall from Stone. So there's a way, this is like the permanent, I call this the permanent graveyard. Oh, unfortunately for us, we'll lose a Soldier Revealing Light. Fortunately, though, use a Magic Jammer. But we're gonna have to get rid of Being a Warrior. So good thing he didn't have another polymerization, because I did not want to lose any of these cards. Joke's on him. We can need. I have a Dark Hole. Right there. That sounded so wrong, by the way. I'm just joking, and that is a crude joke, so my apologies. Huh. What I meant is the car. Are you serious? There's that many called haunted? You know what? That is okay. Because we have a fissure. We'll go ahead and use the next dark hole. Right there. That again sounds so wrong, but you know what? I have to get my mind out of the gutter. And then we can put the Faith Bird right there. Have it attack. And phase, so it is Jim Crocodile Cook's turn. Yeah, that was a little Powerade I had in my bottle. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know this, but I drink a lot of Powerade. Mainly because it's the cheap, except for maybe water. It's the healthiest thing my family buys. I actually don't know which is more expensive, water or Powerade. This is Powerade Zero. You know what? Now we can actually use the fissure right here. And then we can use another fissure. There you go. We're going to put a skull bird here, so hopefully... Oh, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. I just realized that. I said hopefully he doesn't use a mirror force, then I realized he didn't even have any face down cards on the field. With that being said, we can win, and we did. A second ago. So the only way I won't be able to finish Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the reversal. Well, the only way I won't be able to finish the reversal Yu-Gi-Oh! GX campaign for this game is if either I lose the internet, or this stream, I should say, is if I either lose the internet or dinner. I called for dinner. I love to eat, and two, I don't want my food to get cold. So playing Adrian Gecko. Let me guess, he likes lizard cards. Oh, I'm guessing he has those because shoot. Because aren't lizards and like geckos supposed to be cold-blooded? Let's see this. Or can we just show by battle? This guy's face up. I'm just making sure so I can't lose, Okay, why does he have a cloud monster? Go ahead and put Beaver Warrior there so we can start drawing some cards. I wonder what that does. Fortunately for us, every time we lose a card, it's destroyed. Oh, come on. Really, dude? The card with the highest defense, the highest attack is destroyed. I see how it is. You couldn't destroy the card that requires a special summon. Wow. So I lose. No matter what, this kind of negates the use of my this in a sense, because I can't actually use this as I lose a card essentially. I'll gain another card, but every time I lose a monster. But the downside is I lose life points as well. Okay, unfortunately we lost the Karibo there. Fortunately for us, we didn't lose Needleworm. I don't take a chance to lose Needleworm. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy, Beaver Warrior, to the attack position. And start attacking things. So as long as we keep Adrian Gecko's life points below ours, that'll be good. I know we can still win. The best card probably would be Morphine Jar, as of right now. I don't know why my logic was that as long as we keep his life points per hours, that would be good. I wasn't lying when I said Morphin Jar as of right now would be. The only regret for that is not getting one of the Exodia cards. But I didn't know at the time that we're going to summon these two. Or not summon, draw those two cards. Okay, I can lose those cards. Or destroy those cards, but nah. Doesn't matter, we won. Oh, his strategy was not a good strategy, if you ask me. I mean, granted, it could be worse, but it could also be better. Full single player, campaign. How much percentage? So let me look on my laptop. We are at 90.9. I almost looked at my TV, but the mute button was covering up that section. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. But then I was like, you know what? I actually can. Let's go with paper. We won that time. I'm gonna go second. Can't always guarantee we'll go second when the opponent wins rock paper scissors. Right. Let's first use pot of greed before we do anything in regarding to the field. Alright, put this face down. Doesn't matter if we'll... You know what? No, we didn't need to attack it face up. Or whatever. Or have it face up with the Swords of Revealing Light. So, as of right now, that Morphin Jar is best played on the field first. Well, the risk about playing Morphine Jar, no matter how early or late in the game it is that you could You see, you could easily do that. You could easily draw an Exodia card. Granted, statistically, after 5 cards or 6 cards that have been drawn, you have a 1 in 54 chance, or 5. You have a 1 in 54 chance or 5 in 54 chance of doing that. If you know the math, the probability of doing that, please let me know. Seriously, because when it comes to math, I'm not that great. I may regret this in the future, but we're going to go ahead and actually put this face down and destroy Morphine Jar without actually using it. Why did I use my Ragekai? Why did I change the pronunciation of Rageki? That's why. You know what? Because of this dude. You and your high attack. So I could easily destroy any of my cards. See, when it comes to direct attacks, I always want the highest, the cards with the highest attack, the most attack points possible on the field. So that was some good stuff right there. Miracle Fusion. Oh, crap. We're going to have to. You know, the good side about using Morphing Jar was the fact that he wouldn't be able to use these cards. Downside is we'd have lost Exodia. You know what? We're going to keep our cards here, so that way when it comes to time for them to attack, boom, Mirror Force. I like Soldier Revealing Light because it makes the opponent unable to attack for 3 turns. And that depending on the situation, that always gives us 3 turns to play, get some cards that you need, like Mirror Force. Downside is that when you really want to use Mirror Force to get rid of monsters, you'd have to wait until Soldier Revealing Light is up. Go ahead and get Red Medicine. Got rid of Elemental Hero Avian. Another good thing is, another smart strategy is whenever you're when you have I started there. Whenever your opponent has cards face down, always use your highest attack monsters to actually show the card that's face down. I just realized we won there. Not that I'm complaining. 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 more duels left for the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So it's 5:34. I doubt I'll have dinner anytime soon. Maybe in an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours. Second to go, please. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my Powerade away, and close my lines. Because it's winter time. It's getting really dark. So I know 73 years ago on this day, Pearl Harbor happened. Rest in peace to those that passed away that eventful day. And during the World War II and any other wars, and rest in peace to those that passed away, period. Yeah, I will actually go ahead and get Morphing Jar first, and then I will go ahead and close my blinds and throw this away. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use some lose the Dragon in the Dwelling Cave. I will actually gain 500 cards, which will hopefully be even better. And I have cards that are in my deck, somewhere in my deck, that I can actually um, get that are worth that have 2,000 defense points, just like the dragon in the one cage. So thankfully we're able to use Mirror Force right there. Unfortunately for us, these three are back there. Let's go ahead and use our Pot of Greed cards. Hopefully they're all Exodias. Never mind. They aren't all Exodia cards. We did manage to get one Exodia card. Let's put Sangan in attack mode, so that we could get a third Exodia piece. And we will use Mechanical Chaser. Speaking of a card with 2,000 defense points, we have Giant Soldier Stone. We'll more than likely summon that the turn after next. Not sure what that was all about, but oh, okay. It cuts the attack points down in half whenever we're attacking them. That makes sense. That's a good strategy if you think about it. Alright, I never know. When you look at Sangan, you always know the next card with 1,500 or less attack points. But you never know how many cards are between those two because of the spell and trap cards. Dang it, I can't attack. Oh, shoot, I foolishly let away the Exodia. So I just wasted Sangan, then the Exodia cards. Oh well. Let's go ahead and use Dark Hole. On the other hand, never mind. So the best thing we can do is eventually just wait until we can summon Buster Blader and attack. Actually, we'll probably at least put one down. So, fortunately for us, there are other ways we can win. Unfortunately for us, I foolishly threw away one way. There's the sugar. Use a Rageki. Never mind. Let's go ahead and put Mystical Elf down. I remember going to San Diego. I think it was San Diego. And visiting Legoland. And I really wish Jesse Anderson would stop getting these, drawing those cards. No, this one. Probably 150. Oh well. Can't believe we've been going for over 2 hours now. Nice. A couple of my teeth hurt and part of my throat hurts every time I talk now. We have no way we can actually destroy those cards, so we might as well just leave it as is. Why would I summon the Karibo? That makes no sense. Dang it, now it's gonna take twice as long. To, in terms of reducing his life points, it's gonna take twice as long to get them down to 0. No, we didn't take any damage there, so I can't complain. No way I'm gonna lose that Dark Hole. He's gonna keep this one, which will be bad. Hey, we can put the Manny Bug. Maybe in 2 turns, what I'll do is throw Buster Blader. When I'll discard, I'll put Buster Blader here in the graveyard. Sweet, now we can use it if we want. I'm not entirely sure if that would be a good idea. Let's use the Raigeki. Nope. This will destroy every attack card we have, so. This was just so now it'd be 2 turns. At the least. I really wish you would summon a magic card so that way you could actually use Magic Jammer. Speed up the process of putting Buster Blood in the graveyard. Then you know what? I just realized that he could actually cancel. See what this does. Yeah. Oh, he'd have to send 1 crystal piece to the graveyard. I don't think he has those. And now let's go ahead and actually just send Buster Blader. So that way, as long as he doesn't have a Crystal Beast on the field, which, as of right now, he doesn't, that'll be good. Right, we are so using Dark Law now. Shoot. Dark Hole doesn't work. Then Mirror Force won't either. We're gonna lose this. So yeah, we're gonna lose this duel. Unfortunately. So what we need to do is we need to at least get a Magic Jammer before he plays that card. Which is unlikely. Ah, we lost that. So we won't be using Morphine Jar unless it's necessary. Let's activate this and put this down. I don't mind him destroying that card because we did have 1 card. We're gonna wait on the set so we get a Sangan. Gosh, we can't attack now. I mean, we can if we had used either the Monster Reborn or... Because I know there's a lag briefly, sorry about that again. If I'm lucky, there's next 2 turns will be the last Exodia pieces, but no, my luck, it won't be. It's either that or we'll get, hopefully the next 2 turns will actually be, a Sangan and a Monster Reborn. Or Sangan and Exodia. Which it wasn't, but... Hey, more direct attacks, yay! Use Alligator Sword to attack directly. So, unfortunately for us, it cuts down our attacks in half. Well, we should definitely get this card at some point. Let's go ahead and get Manny Bug. Going for almost 2 hours and 13 minutes. That's cool. I love long videos. I was attacking to show the other one. Go ahead and get... You know, we're gonna go ahead and, we're kind of forced to get this one now. We don't want him to attack us. We're forced to, at least. Hey, you learn something new every day. I learned that it's going to be difficult to attack him. I'm kind of intrigued if he can attack us directly. Crap, he can't. Well, we won't get that answered now. Because he used his special effects card to... Sorry, he used... What I meant was his spell trap card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have 8 cards now. Just in case we want to actually, we get a Monster Reborn before Sangan, we can, get Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field. And then maybe, after next turn, we can discard Battle Steer. He's not going to be any useful to us now. I want the Tiger one to get destroyed. Oh, shoot. Okay, now I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's put, Gaia, the King of the Mythical Beast, down, and we will have Battle Steer go to the graveyard, because you have to sacrifice a card to play him, or sacrifice a monster. And I do not want to sacrifice any monsters. Alright. Oh, no, good thing we didn't summon that. We're going to put Beaver Warrior in now. So even though we'll lose Beaver Warrior, we'll actually gain a new card. So there's a good trade-off there. It's not like we'll use Karibo right now, so probably a bad decision, but I should at least got rid of Dark Hole. Definitely should have gone rid of Dark Hole. Where's the Sangan when you need it? It's not like this will matter, but or this. Oh gosh. So yeah, we're losing. Ah, dang. We were. Let's say Sangan. We need the last Zodiac card, which I doubt we'll get. And that would have been something had we gone in, actually, if you think about it. Had we gotten the Exodia card there, we would have won. Unfortunately for us, we didn't. We won. We're going to be, you know what, we'll be second to go. So that way every turn we'll draw a card no matter what. If we had drawn Exodia, or at least gone Sangan and played it before, that would have been nice. Because that way we could have at least gone the 5th Exodia piece card and won, and moved on from this duel. Well, we won't be using Morphing Jar again now, unless we have to. Oh, come on! I wanted to use that Skellingle. Man, that is messed up. Let's go ahead and use this. Oh well. We still have other cards in our deck to draw that can draw more, where we can get more than one card per turn. But you know what? We're gonna have to, as early as possible. We can always put it back into defense. But we're gonna have to attack as much as possible. And unfortunately for us, we can't now. And he couldn't have waited until after I turned the Skellingle to draw that extra card. Oh man, oh well. 3 and that was the 3rd turn, and just like that. You know what? Let's play Gaia, the king of the mythical beasts. And I foolishly thought we could have Gaia destroy these 2 cards. Dang it, every card from now on we won't be able to. Every spell trap we may not be able to play. That sucks. I really wanted to get the other supply squad. And unfortunately for us, unless we see Blue Eyes White Drag, I dislike Comcast with a passion. They are obviously against net neutrality. Explain to me how it's possible for my internet, unless the weather is somehow bad outside. Sorry about that. I completely lagged there. I should not lag like that. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. This is gonna be my last game anyway, so, I am going to get something gonna go ahead and have dinner after this, so bear with me. I'm having dinner much earlier than I expected, so. I just realized I had my mic off. My bad, y'all. Sorry for the lag. Let's see. Um, I'm about to. This is gonna be my last stream. My last match of the stream. By the way, because I actually have to go and eat. So we've been going good, at least a little over 2 hours. Huh. Wow, that sucks. So I just lost all the cards I had on the field. Good to know. And now, wow, that's messed up. It's gonna be hard to beat Jesse Anderson whenever next time we'll play this. Let's go ahead and take the L here. I'm probably shouldn't quit the game where I put the morphing jar face up. I hate that card with a passion. The Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. That's the reason why we can't win against this guy. Go ahead, end the thing so we can end the stream. Oh, yeah, with that being said, alright, so I will continue this another time and hopefully beat Jesse Anderson. I hope you all have a good one. Links are down below in the comment section. Not in the comment section, they're in the description if you want to follow me on any other social media. Thank you all for watching. If you want to donate, the links are in the description. Donations are never required, but they do help fund me in my stream. Eventually. And make sure it's the correct amount. No refunds to prevent chargebacks, scams, fraud, stuff like that. And I really do hope you all have a good rest of your day. And I will see you all in the next one. God bless. Peace out. I love you all. Deuces.